Because, you know, Reena and Ratnakar Tripathi, everyone knows that Congress is anti-Ambedkarite, has been anti-Ambedkar, bitter opponent of Ambedkar, suddenly want to be seen as Ambedkarite, and their bet is on people like Ratnakar Tripathi who believe that viewers are not discriminating, that viewers don't know. But over the last few days, Mr. Tripathi, everybody has begun to know and asking just one question of many. Why does the Congress party hide the resignation letter of Ambedkar? That explains everything. Since Congress wants to own Ambedkar, it's a shameless thing to do. You can only, you first of all cannot own Ambedkar, but you can only try to take a position that I'm an Ambedkarite party if you were for Ambedkar. But if you have tortured Ambedkar all his life, if you have discriminated against Ambedkar during his lifetime, discriminated against Ambedkar after his death, and suddenly you want to use him like a mascot, then that is completely opportunistic, right? Opportunistic.
And everybody knows that you don't have any love lost for Congress. And the BJP bet on the people like you to spread lie on the television.
Okay, so Mr. Tripathi, can you tell me what is the resignation letter of Mr. No, so 1 minute.
Please.
Do you think the resignation letter of Ambedkar holds the key?
Who has hidden the resignation letter? It is even on the internet. Everybody knows that he resigned from the cabinet of Nehru. So what?
Why did he resign, and what did he write in his? What did he write in his resignation letter?
Whatever he wrote.
What?
After that, in 1952, he got nominated in Rajya Sabha. Nehru brought him back. Federation of
So you admit that he resigned in disgust?
No, I don't. Admit means what? If it is on the record, it might be there.
So then tell me one thing. How ethical is it? No, 1 minute. How ethical is it?
You have developed the habit. You have developed the habit of it. Just interrupting every time. So there are only two options: whether I should speak or I should keep
No. You should speak, but you should answer the question.
Again,
my only question is, sir, that I always believe. 1 minute, sir, please. Sir, now you are interrupting me. You hear me entirely, and my question is to you, and you appreciate. I've started with you, sir. Listen to me, sir. We must put the claim to the litmus test. Allow me a minute. And what is the litmus test that I'm talking about today? Either you are for Ambedkar or against Ambedkar. I say that you have been totally against Ambedkar. Totally and completely against Ambedkar, and I can prove it.
We don't care about what you say, Dr. Gosai. Why don't you just realize that? You only spread venom against Congress.
No, there's no question of venom.
You are a BJP person.
No.
Knows that you bad for BJP.
There is, see, I'll tell you, Mr. Tripathi, see, you and I can attack each other personally. No, 1 minute, One minute.
What you will do,
Mr.
sir?
Tripathi.
Just now allow me minutes.
Mr. Tripathi, 1 minute. You and I have one option today. You and I have an option today. 1 minute, sir. We can attack each other personally, or we can attack each other professionally, or we can respond to each other. We must not, no, sir, we must not attack each other personally. I have not said one personal thing about you. You should also not say a personal thing about me, because that will achieve nothing. My only question is, see, Aam Aadmi Party is Aam Aadmi Party is a new party. It did not exist in Ambedkar's time, but you existed.
You said Congress bet on people like Ratnakar Tripathi. You made the personal comment first.
No, I don't. I said that.
I didn't. No, sir. Why do you lie?
Anyway, Mr. Tripathi, see.
Again, I will say you have
Mr. Tripathi, see. Mr. Tripathi, Congress, Ambedkar was against Muslim appeasement. He was a brutal critic of appeasement politics. Please listen to me, I'm arguing historically. During the Moplah riots, when hundreds of Hindus were massacred, the Congress party stood silent, and Gandhi could do nothing. Gandhi, as usual, was as usual. 1 minute. Gandhi, as usual, during the Moplah riots, did nothing but started lamenting the situation. That was always Gandhi's problem. He made it a long lament. He did not have a solution, either a fast or a lament. It was only Ambedkar who dared to speak the truth. And what he said, you want me to read it? He said the Hindus were visited by a dire fate at the hands of the Moplahs. Massacres, forcible conversions, desecration of temples, foul outrages upon women, such as ripping open pregnant women, pillage, arson and destruction. In short, all the accompaniments of brutal and unrestrained barbarism were perpetrated freely by the Moplahs upon the Hindus, while Gandhi remained silent and only lamented. Is this true or not, sir? You want me to go into more detail on history? I will.
Are you done?
I will.
BJP? Sir?
I'm reading an aspect of history that is uncomfortable to you, sir. You're uncomfortable with this history.
I'm just scared that you don't let me speak. You won't let me speak now.
May I come in, please?
You are already here, Dr. Verma.
Congress and you are not.
No, 1 minute, 1 minute. One minute. Sanju, please wait for your turn. I'm on a simple point with him, and please wait. Now, I'm asking Ratnakar Tripathi to give me his view of Ambedkar's view of what happened during the Moplah riots.
So, won't you interrupt again? Do you promise so?
Oh my God.
Again, you will spread your own lies. Just tell me, Dr. Goswami, then only I will speak.
Sir, please reply unless you don't want to.
No, what unless you don't want to? Ambedkar respected Gandhi too much. Ultimate respect. It was seen in the Pune Pact in 1932 when Gandhiji started fast unto death in Yerwada jail. And finally, Ambedkar had a meeting with Pandit Madan Mohan Malviji and they drafted a resolution and finally passed the resolution when Ambedkar got more than seats the British government were offering.
Ambedkar accused the election commission of fabricating the result of his election in 1951, and right now on air I'll show a picture, very important. It's been shared by a BJP spokesperson. I'll share it here. No, I'm getting your response. Jitu Patwari is the Congress leader and he's writing a note. Look at the picture, or a picture of Ambedkar. He's writing notes on a picture of Ambedkar. Is this the respect you show, Mr. Tripathi? Can I have your comment on this visual?
I have seen the posters of Ambedkar in Parliament on the, under the feet of the BJP MPs. Don't tell me that.
So you justify this?
No, I am not justifying. I am saying Ambedkar was an erudite. And it doesn't insult. But if you just stamp it, take the poster under the feet, that makes what you say, that insult. And now let me ask you one question. Are you going to let me speak or not?
So you are not being able to speak. I've spent 12 minutes with you.
I'm not going to speak.
12 minutes I've spent with you. Only with you.
No. Out of those 12 minutes, 9.5 minutes you spoke.
No.
You spent with me. That is what.
No, you're not. You're flummoxed. You're not being able to answer specific questions.
With me.
Futile discussion. Where the other people
have to sit and listen to the gibberish that the Congress panelist is spewing, making zero sense. And impose your...
1 minute. Reena, I'll come to you right after Sanju. I'm just alternating. Sanju, tell me one thing. Why is this issue relevant? And someone tweeted today, I think it was, Harsh Goenka. Harsh Goenka put out a tweet. Let me tell you what he said. Harsh Goenka, you know the businessman? Harsh Goenka? I don't know whether it's today or when. Harsh Goenka put out a tweet, Sanju. He said, our country is a paradise. Everything is perfect. No inflation, no unemployment, no global tension. Harsh Goenka said the real issues, ? Nehru emergency, Mughals partition, Sikh riots, Dr. Ambedkar and Indus Valley civilization's urban planning flaws. I don't know where he added that. Harsh Goenka is always stating things to get popularity on Twitter. The question is this for you.
Don't you think this about yourself too?
The question is this for you.
Overstepping, sir.
Stop obsessing about me. Stop obsessing about me, Ratnakarji.
No, I am not obsessing.
You're obsessing about me. I want to discuss Ambedkar. You want to discuss Arnab.
You want to discuss.
You only want to discuss Arnab. I know I'm an interesting fellow, but that doesn't mean you discuss me. I want to discuss Ambedkar.
You will impose your speech, your views, your words on the opposition.
Harsh Goenka's tweet, Harsh Goenka sarcastically says that your party, in other words, Harsh Goenka is saying that your party, Sanju, Harsh Goenka says your party is obsessed about issues like Dr. Ambedkar rather than the real issues. Of course, he hasn't named your party, but his indication is towards you.
You know, Arnab, first and foremost, let me make this very clear. We are 11 minutes into the debate, and you keep mollycoddling the Congress panelists. The moment I tried interjecting, you started shouting at me. This is a debate. This is not a documentary where I have to listen to the bhashan of the Congress panelists, who in any case is making zero sense. He's not even the official Congress spokesperson.
Okay, come on now, come on. Please continue. Continue. Sanju, we are not debating Ratnakar Tripathi. Now you continue on the point and answer my question. Answer my, why aren't you letting go? Parliament is over. Why aren't you letting go of the Ambedkar issue?
I refuse to debate unless you moderate the debate. You have this bad habit of not giving BJP time.
Well, if you speak over my questions, what can I do? I just asked you a question, but your problem is you were speaking over it, so you couldn't listen.
Can I respond or not?
Now you listen. Respond, please.
Thank you. To Harsh Goenka, let me just say this to him, that come January 2025, the IMF says India will be a $4.34 trillion economy. It will overtake Japan to become the world's 4th largest economy, and by end of 2026 or early 2027, we will be overtaking Germany to become the world's 3rd largest economy. This is the IMF speaking, this is not the BJP speaking. And let me also tell Harsh Goenka one more thing, that we have crossed 1 trillion, T-R-I-L-L-I-O-N, $1 trillion in FDI, and the IMF says that 67% of that $1 trillion came in the last 10 years under the Modi government. And let me also tell Harsh Goenka one more thing. We added 4.7 crore jobs last year. This is RBI data, not data by Sanju Verma. And let me also tell Harsh Goenka one more thing. We've added 55 crore Jan Dhan bank accounts, of which 76% belong to Dalit women. This is data given out by the Finance Ministry, not by Sanju Verma. But Harsh Goenka is not the relevant point of discussion. Arnab, very quickly, let me just tell one thing. Let's forget about the fact that Nehru gave himself a Bharat Ratna in 1955 and Indira Gandhi gave herself one in 1971. It was after 34 years post his demise. He died in 1956. In 1990, B.R. Ambedkar was given a Bharat Ratna thanks to V.P. Singh's National Front government, which was supported by the BJP, point number 1. Point number 2, there is a letter dated 26 January 1946. And there is a letter dated even February 25th, 1956. And both these letters point to the fact that Nehru had deep and utter disdain for B.R. Ambedkar. In fact, in his letter to Rajkumari Amrit Kaur, who was the first health minister of independent India, Nehru categorically calls B.R. Ambedkar a traitor collaborating with the British. Now the most important point, why did Nehru not attend Ambedkar's funeral? Why did Nehru not attend Ambedkar's funeral? And my final point is this, Arnab, and this is very important. Today we have 115 acres which are given to the Congress party by way of memorials for Nehru, Indira and Rajiv. But do you know something? इतने दशकों तक कांग्रेस ने भारत पर शासन किया, महाराष्ट्र पर शासन किया, but they could not even get 2 बिघा जमीन to build a decent memorial for Dr. Ambedkar. Today there is a huge 450
Can I come in now, please?
Yes, coming to you, Reena.
Can I come
Okay,
in
now, on this, therefore, Reena, there are, one minute, just one minute. There are two views here. Just 1 minute, Sanju, now, I am coming to Reena 15 minutes into the debate, so allow me. See, Reena, there are two views here. There is one view of the Congress party which is trying to deny that it had been anti-Ambedkar bitterly. Not just in terms of personality, but also in terms of views towards politics, and they're trying to deny it. The BJP is hammering the Congress saying, how dare you take Ambedkar's name when you were so unfair to Ambedkar. Reena, do you want to have an independent line? Do you want to have an independent line on this, or do you want to be a tag-along of the Congress? Do you want to be 1 minute, Sanju, please don't interrupt my question to Reena. My question to Reena is this, please don't interrupt my question to Reena. Now that's a bad habit you have. When I'm asking a question to someone else, you can't speak over it because you're not the anchor of the program. Now Reena, would you rather have an independent view or have a tag-along of the Congress? on the subject of Ambedkar. Reena.
Thank you, Arnab. Can I please request that I be given my times and, Sanju Verma does not interrupt me. So, I think it is very clear that the Bharatiya Janata Party and the RSS, it is their DNA to not believe in Ambedkar and not believe in the Constitution.
I think Sanju, I think
ये
Sanju,
बोलने
this is
लगी।
not correct
ये
because
बोलने
she
लगी
was
बीच में
quiet
से
throughout
शांत
your
बैठ
introductory
जाता।
comments. You get
संजू
extremely
वर्मा-
upset if anyone
संजू
interrupts you.
वर्मा से
But when
शांत
somebody is
नहीं
allowed to
बैठा।
speak 15 minutes into the debate and you interrupt them within 15 seconds, it is inappropriate
कराइए
and blocks the
पहले
Congress, blocks the debate. Please continue, Reena, please.
What the Home Minister of the country said in the Parliament, he should not have said it. कि अंबेडकर कहने का फैशन है, उनको फौरन माफी मांगनी चाहिए थी और ये जो पूरा मुद्दा वहीं पे खत्म हो जाता। उन्होंने गलती करी, लेकिन प्रॉब्लम ये है कि ये भारतीय जनता पार्टी की मन की बात है जो उस दिन उनकी जुबान पे आ गई। भारतीय जनता पार्टी और आरएसएस ने हमेशा से संविधान का विरोध किया है। इनके जितने विचारक रहे हैं, चाहे गोवलकर रहे हो, चाहे इनके लेटेस्ट 2000 में सुदर्शन जी ने एक डिबेट पे कहा था कि हमारे संविधान में there is nothing Indian about the constitution. Constitution needs to be evaluated. So they have never believed in the constitution. They have never believed in Ambedkar ji. That is very clear. Now Sanju Verma was talking about how good the economy is doing, how good the country is doing. Then why do we have a debt of 1,70,000 crore on the country? Why is it that all the high net worth individuals are leaving the country and taking citizenships of other countries? If everything is so well in the country, सबके पास बढ़िया
You are changing the subject.
सबके पास नौकरी
You're not
है।
answering the question. Do you believe the Congress
not
was
changing.
unfair?
Sanju
Do you
Verma
believe the
spoke on
Congress
this.
was unfair to Ambedkar in his lifetime? Straight question.
No, Reena Gupta, do you believe in
I believe that the Bharatiya Janata Party has insulted Ambedkar. I believe that Bharatiya Janata Party has insulted the Constitution of India. और ये संजू वर्मा कुछ भी बोल रहे हैं। जीडीपी से जाते हैं, इनको पता है जीडीपी का क्या मतलब है।
Okay, I have a, this is a, I know this is a very interesting turn in the debate. It's an interesting turn in the debate the AAP took, and I'm really sorry I have to close the debate at this very critical point.